Have you ever wondered why the corn sold at street vendors or roadside stalls is always much sweeter than the corn you boil at home? Hello, welcome to Clever Tricks channel. You buy fresh corn, boil it the usual way. Just use water, maybe add a little salt. But the result is bland, or the kernel texture is not as expected. Meanwhile, corn from the street is soft, naturally sweet and fragrant, and you will remember it forever after eating it once. What is the secret? Do they use special ingredients, or is it simply a more sophisticated way of boiling it? In this video, I will reveal to you a very simple but smart method of boiling corn, helping to retain the sweetness, softness, and aroma without adding sugar or any additives. If you have ever been disappointed with boiled corn at home, then this is the savior you should not miss. Oh, and how do you boil corn? Share in the comments, maybe we can learn some tips. Now, let's get started. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language. Comment below and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. Prepare the corn before boiling. When buying corn, choose corn with the husk, wrapper, intact. The husk should be bright green, slightly moist, and close to the kernel. The corn silk exposed at the tip of the corn should be golden yellow, soft, and not too dry or dark. When peeling, do not remove all the husk. Peel off only the hard, dry outer shell, leaving 1 to 2 soft inner shells. Where are you from? It's great to know we're connecting from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Thanks for your support. This shell will act as a natural protective layer, preventing the corn kernels from coming into direct contact with boiling water, thereby preserving the sweetness, flavor, and helping the corn to cook more evenly. The hull also traps moisture inside, acting as a natural, steaming layer, and also imparts a subtle aroma when cooked, something you would lose if you peeled it off. After peeling off the hull, cut off about 1/2 inch of the pointed end and the stalk. Cutting off the tip helps remove the dry, undeveloped kernels. Cutting off the stalk helps the corn fit snugly in the pot when cooking multiples at once. As for the corn silk, many people tend to throw it all away, thinking that it will only cause tangles and tangles when boiling. But in fact, it is a good idea to keep most of the corn silk when cooking. The silk contains essential oils and natural compounds that enhance the aroma and sweetness. Once boiled, the silk will be softer and easier to remove, especially if wiped with a towel or removed while the corn is still warm. Clean the corn. Place the corn in a clean basin, pot, or sink. Sprinkle about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Then pour cold or room temperature water over the corn. Stir gently to dissolve the salt completely. Use your hands to gently rub around the corn to remove dirt. No need for a brush. Since corn floats, you can place a clean plate or heavy object on top to keep the corn completely submerged. Soak for about 10 minutes to allow the salt to clean. Deodorize and soften the corn silk. Then, rinse with clean water. And drain. Boil the corn. Put the corn in a pot. Add about 1 teaspoon of salt. Use just enough salt to bring out the natural flavor, as too much can make the corn kernels tough. A good tip is to add a little baking soda. It helps to keep the color bright yellow and softens the kernels without crushing them. Pour cold or room temperature water into the pot, just enough to cover the corn. Do not use hot water right from the start because the shock of heat will cause the corn to cook unevenly. The outside will cook quickly, but the inside will be raw. Cover, turn on high heat until the water boils, then reduce heat to medium to simmer. Young, soft corn, boil for 7 to 10 minutes. Old, hard corn, boil for 12 to 15 minutes. Keep the pot lid on throughout the process so the heat helps the corn cook evenly. After boiling, turn off the stove and carefully open the lid to avoid hot steam. Take the corn out immediately. Do not soak it in hot water because it will overcook the corn, losing its crispness and sweetness. Let the corn cool for a few minutes and enjoy. The result: plump, sweet, soft, yet slightly crunchy corn kernels, so naturally fragrant that you may not need any butter or seasoning. Don't throw away the corn water. The water contains many nutrients from corn such as B vitamins, potassium, magnesium, antioxidants, a little fiber, and natural sugars. Creating a slightly sweet taste, easy to drink like herbal tea. You can drink it warm to aid digestion, or use it to cook soup, rice, porridge to increase flavor and nutrition. Just make sure not to add too much salt when boiling. If you find this video useful and have just pocketed a new secret, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Great Tips channel so you don't miss out on small but powerful tips like this. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video, where I will reveal more things that you may not have thought of.